Here we are in section 5-4, exercises numbers 12 through 17, where we are solving equations. Remember, we have these three-step process. Some of these have decimals involved, so the end answer might be a little tricky to get, but let's go ahead and work on it. Okay, so step number 1 on number 12. Do we have any parentheses? Yes, we do. So let's jump that through and we get 5.6m minus 1.6 equals 9.5m plus 1. Good. Now, do we have many m's? Yes, we do. Let's divide that 5.6, subtract that 5.6m from both sides, and we get negative 1.6 equals, let me see, 9.5 minus 5.6. Borrow 15 minus 6 is 9. 8 minus 5 is 3. 3.9m plus 1. Oh, but now we're down to those last two steps. Now we subtract the 1 from both sides. We get negative 2.6 equals 3.9m, and divide by 3.9. If we had a calculator, we could just do that 2.6 divided by 3.9 and see what it is. But notice this is a fraction that has decimals in it. Let's remember how we simplify fractions. We can times top and bottom by 10. We get negative 26 over 39. Now that's something we can work with. 26 is 2 times 13, and 39 is 3 times 13. Interesting to note, they both have 13s in them, and we get negative 2/3. That is what m equals. Excellent. Number 13. Okay, 0.2q minus 7 plus 2q equals 3q minus 5. Let's simplify it. Do we have any parentheses? No. Do we have many q's? We do. These guys are on the same side, so we don't subtract anything. We just combine them together. So we have 2.2q minus 7 equals 3q minus 5. Okay. Now we've still got many q's, so we've got to get rid of one of them. Let's subtract this. Try to stay away from negative signs as much as we can. 2.2q. So we have negative 7 equals 0.8q minus 5. Q's are all together in one location. We now have two steps left. So we first add or subtract to get the q by itself. So we add 5, and we get 0.8q equals negative 2. And last step, divide by 0.8, divide by 0.8. We have decimals in fractions again. Remember, we can times by 10, times by 10. We get negative 20 over 8. Divide by 4 on top and bottom to simplify, and we get negative 5 halves. So we could write that as 2.5. That's kind of a nice way to write that as a decimal as well, negative 2.5. Good. Okay, the next one, number 14. Do we have any parentheses? No. Do we have many t's? We do. So we've got to subtract 0.4, subtract 0.4 from both sides, and we get, 0.4t, that is, to get the t's together. 12 minus 0.4t, that's 11.6t equals 45. And divide by 11.6. Divide by 11.6. That one doesn't look terribly nice right there. T is, times by 10 again, we get 450 over 116. We can divide by 2 on top and 2 on bottom. I think that's as simplified as we would be able to do. Or we could do the long division, which looks not really nice and easy to do. So I'm going to leave it like that fraction. Excellent. Number 15. Do we have any parentheses? Yes, we do. Let's get rid of those parentheses right there. 6x minus 30 minus x equals 5x minus 20. Put these two x's together. We have many x's, so we got 5x on this side minus 30 equals 5x minus 20. Something feels a little bit weird with 5x's on both sides. It's okay. Let's try to get those x's together by removing this 5x. And oh boy, they both go away. Yep, something fishy is happening. Negative 30 equals negative 20. That does not happen. Nope. Meaning no solution. We just got an impossible statement here. Okay, next one. Numbers 19. Do we have any parentheses? Yes, we do. The negative 2 jumps in. 9x minus 2x plus 6. Make sure that negative times the negative gives you that positive there. 15x plus 7. Let me see. These two can go together. That's 7x plus 6 equals 15x plus 7. We still have many x's. We got to get rid of one of them. Let's go ahead and subtract this 15x from both sides. I know we're going to get a negative, but it's okay. Negative 8x plus 6 equals 7. And subtract 6. We're now down to step number 2. Subtract 6 from both sides. Negative 8x equals 1. Then divide by a negative 8. Divide by a negative 8. X equals a negative 1/8. Good. And the last one, number 17 here. Oh, let me see. How many x's do we really have? 5x minus 13x, that's a negative 8, plus 1, that's a negative 7x, equals, on this case, 15x. Now, you might be tempted to divide by 15 or divide by negative 7. We can't do that. We need to get the x's together. We still have many x's floating around here. So we're going to add 7x to both sides. Now don't get confused over here. We have a 22x equals, and on this side we have a 0. Notice this is not as bad as what happened over there on number 15. We can actually keep solving this. Divide by 22 on both sides, and x equals just the number 0. Kind of makes sense. If you put 0 here, here, and here, that's side 0, and you put 0 there and 0 there, 7 times 0 and 8 times 0, you get 0. It works. So 0 would be an answer on that one. Good.